Hello race fans, I'm James Dimmitt with Dimmitt Race Videos, and this is The Pit Stop. On this episode of The Pit Stop, we've been able to grab DJ Weltmeyer, a third-generation driver. He drives in the late model division out here at Grundy County Speedway on Friday nights. DJ, thanks for doing the interview.
Yeah, thanks for having me, James.
Absolutely. Being a third-generation driver, are there expectations of you because you've had others in your family that have raced?
I think at one time there was, maybe when I first started. I've kind of developed my own version, I guess, of myself as a driver. So just try to learn everything I can from my family. Everybody around me, my uncles, all raced, and my dad, obviously. So yeah, there's added pressure with the name, but I mean, I'm my own person at this point in time. I think I've been doing it long enough to where I feel pretty comfortable being myself and being out there on the track.
Yeah, talking about that, how did you get started in racing? When did you start racing?
I started when I was 17, so it's 11 years now. I've been working with my dad since I was about 12 in the shop, and kind of the time he was getting out is when, hey, you want to give it a shot? And, absolutely, I'm so excited. And I hot lapped once when I was like 14, and then another time when I was 16, and we finally he kind of got finished around 07 or 08, and we had a couple years of in between, and I started in 11. So
what are your goals for 2022 season?
Just do as good as we can. Right now we're doing all right in the couple chances we've had to race. Waiting for this weather to start getting a little more consistent and a little more better, so we can get some more time on the car. I feel like we've had issues in the early weeks of this season, so more than 2 weeks in a row would be nice to get on the car and get some time on it. So just do as best we can and see where the year takes us. Right now we're going to stick around Grundy and see what we can do here.
How about plans for any traveling?
We might travel towards the end of the year, seeing how our season winds up here within the next couple of months. We might go to Hawkeye Downs like we did last year with the Midwest Tour. We might run that Midwest Tour race here next month as well. So we'll kind of see how things play out and go race by race.
Okay. Now you are recently married as of November of last year.
Yeah.
Is your wife a race fan?
She is now. So she wasn't originally, but no, she supports me in everything I do. She's my number one fan. So she's super supportive and wants updates and helps with updates and does her own videos sometimes herself. So she's into it and she cheers hard when she's here and when she can and stuff. So I got no complaints. I get to work on the car and do all the things I need to do to make it so we're ready to go. So that's all I can ask for.
Now you also are involved with some of the iRacing, which is like the online or
like the virtual world.
Virtual,
yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
You have your driving DJ network?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I in 2020 things got way slowed down, pretty boring. And I was watching somebody do a broadcast and talking to one of my buddies who had a league, and I was like, dude, I think I could do that. So I tried it out for fun, and it turned out it kind of came natural, and it makes it a different element that I've never really got to experience, and I've been doing it kind of ever since.
Yeah, and I've seen some of those races online, and you do some of the announcing duties and stuff like that. You just seem very natural.
Yeah, no, it's I kind of know what I'm looking at, so I can kind of see what the drivers are seeing, and it's just like watching Cup Now when you have Clint Boyer or Jeff Gordon jump in the booth. They can kind of add a different element that maybe somebody like Mike Joy, who hasn't been in a race car for a long time, give some input from that side of it. So it's cool to have that aspect and get to talk a little bit and meet some new people, and it's pretty cool.
I know you have the number 16 on your car, and I probably know why, but what is the significance of that?
Just my dad. I started off as 23 and tried to move numbers around. With his ARCA number was 39, and his number was 16. Subtract them, and it was 23, which was my uncle's number, and did some trick stuff. But it just felt more natural just to kind of continue the lineage a little bit and see that white and blue 16. When I'm watching your videos and all the stuff you do, trying to learn some things, every once in a while there are little signs of my dad that shows up on there. So it's pretty cool to have that.
Last week here at Grundy County, you were able to pick up a feature win. You were really coming on strong there.
Yeah, we're working on our car. We're still making changes week in and week out, trying to improve, and and make it so we can get there earlier, so we don't have to wait on luck like that. But you'll take them any way you can get them. So many people don't get the opportunity to win a race, so I'm definitely appreciative of the opportunity we had, and it is unfortunate for the leader who did have to pull off, and I hate it for him. I've had things like that happen to me as well, so it's just kind of the way it goes sometimes. But yeah, definitely in the right spot at the right time.
I was just going to say, that's what it's called, being in the right spot at the right time. All right, let's ask you some fun questions.
Sure.
What would be a dream track for you to be able to drive at?
I don't know. Milwaukee would probably be a fun one. I'm not too into the high banks. I watch a lot of races on them, and they tear up a lot of stuff. But some of the more finesse tracks, Berlin might be a fun one as well. Just to where you can kind of work on your racecraft and battle the track a little bit, other than, you know, you're racing cars and stuff too. But I mean, there's some tricky tracks up in Michigan and stuff that have some good heritage to them, and same with Wisconsin as well. Kaukauna would be a fun one to try, and a lot of those small quarter miles as well. I mean, there's a lot of tracks around here that I haven't been to that I'd love to take some laps at.
And hopefully you'll get a chance to do that. I mean, you're still a pretty young guy, and in terms of racing and things like that. All right, pizza, thin crust or deep dish?
Oh, thin crust all the way. Crispy, well done. Yes, sir.
What would be a dream spot for you to take a vacation?
I don't know. It kind of depends on the year, or what time of year, I guess. If it's the winter, probably somewhere warm. If it's the summer, maybe somewhere a little more cool, Colorado or Canada, something like that. Toronto, check out something like that. But I'm pretty open to whatever. My wife's family, she has some first blood family over in Germany, so I would love to go overseas and meet a lot of those guys over there in southern Germany. So that'd be something cool to go see and do.
Do you speak German?
No, I try, but I'm working on trying to understand it first and foremost, and trying to learn the simple gestures and stuff like that, and then maybe I can have her translate for me, and we can. She's pretty fluent, so we're trying to work on me communicating, and we'll go over there one of these days.
At least you'll have somebody who can speak the language and interpret it for you.
Yep.
All right, race fans, DJ Weltmeyer has been our guest here on the Pit Stop. You can see him race out here at the Grundy County Speedway on Friday nights. Races start at 8 p.m. He's competing in the late model division, and he's got some tough competition. It's going to be some good racing. Thanks, DJ, for coming by the Pit Stop. Don't forget to come out to the races. They're always better live and in person. When you can't do that, you can always check out Dimmitt race videos on YouTube, Dimmitt race videos on Facebook. Thanks for watching.